Astronomers believe that we only know about 8% of what's in the universe. Now, that's a stark contrast to the 76% they thought we knew 30 years ago. The more that we learn about everything that's out there in space, the less we see we truly understand. I don't really know how to say it in a way that doesn't make me sound like a complete nerd. Well, I am a nerd. I mean, I don't see myself as a nerd as much as I accept that other people do. Maybe it's because I have interests that some people consider strange.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know, like astronomy and video games and comics and anime and Dungeons and Dragons and all that fun stuff. I once wrote a 14-page paper for my final composition, and it was all about anime. I only needed 10 pages.
You talked about anime for 14 pages?
Hey, I wanted a good grade. I'm strange, but I couldn't imagine being normal. That's gotta be really boring. When I was a kid, there was this one show that was on TV, and one particular episode, the dad was talking to his son.
You know, son, everybody's special.
But Dad, if everybody's special, that means no one is!
As a 6-year-old, I had an existential breakdown.
I'm just as unimportant as everybody else. I'm having an existential breakdown!
Now, that was terrifying to me because as a kid, I was the center of my own universe.
Why do you think so hard?
I don't know. Isn't that what people are supposed to do? I quite like the inside of my own head. It's safe there.
You poor thing. I bet you get picked on a lot.
Well, maybe I do. Probably I do. I don't know.
How do you not know?
Well, maybe it's because I think too hard. Maybe I'm too up in here to give any of that any time. Though when I think back, I was kind of teased in elementary school. I was the second tallest kid in my class and by far the tallest girl, and they would call me
Skyscraper.
Hey, Skyscraper, come over here a minute.
Where is that shadow coming from? Oh, it's just skyscraper. Did that bother you?
Well, it only really bothered me when the popular girls would say it, but what does popular even mean? Who deems anyone popular in elementary school anyway? I guess there's this big old god of popularity up there who just shines his countenance down upon the chosen few and they are deemed popular. But there really is no meaning to the word.
You were never popular?
I don't think so. Maybe I should have prayed to the god of popularity more often.
Cayli.
Yes?
Cayli Caruso.
Yes.
This is the god of popularity.
You're real?
Yes.
Oh, well, am I popular?
No.
Well, then what am I?
You're a nerd.
Back in grade school. Back in grade school, there are these boys who had found this drawing of an anime character I had in my backpack.
These drawings are stupid looking.
What show is this even from?
I tried to convince them really hard that they weren't mine, but I ended up crying a lot. And I convinced myself that I would never, ever let anyone find out that I watched anime ever again. Obviously, didn't keep that promise. But I'm really glad I didn't, because when you think about it, if you give up something that you love, really love, for another person, that is the ultimate defeat. In essence, you have compromised a part of who you are for the sake of another person's words, and you know that's not worth it.
Well, what would you say to someone now who teased you?
Well, it's not necessarily what you say, it's what you think.
Well, what do you think?
Screw them!
Excuse me?
Screw them! If they want to make fun of me for liking anime, screw them! If they want to tease me because I'm pale and have a flat chest, screw them! If they want to get on my back because I like to dye my hair black or blonde or pink or orange or red, screw them!
So basically your advice is...
Screw them! Listen, your passions and who you are monumentally more important than another person teasing you or not understanding you.
So somebody picks on me for liking a guy that they think is way out of my league.
Screw them!
Screw you!
Not to them! Say it in here. Screw them! Screw them!
Yeah. So what if someone makes fun of me for liking musical theater?
Screw them!
Screw them. So what if they make fun of me for lifting weights?
Screw them!
Screw them.
So what if they don't like that I got a collection of ceramic leprechauns?
Screw them!
But what if they don't like my black Santa?
Screw them!
Screw them if I like to wear women's panties.
Screw them.
Screw them! There are billions and billions of stars out there, each with its own light and own characteristics. I love anime and video games and comics and eating. I love my flat chest and anything else that's gonna make me different or odd or nerdy. And if they don't like it, well then. I expect to hear this from all of you in one big loud voice on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You got it.